No problem.
Greetings, Metal Minions. Welcome to MetalTemple.com. On the phone line with me, I have Gerre from Tankard, and we're going to talk about the latest album, number 15, A Girl Called Cerveza. How are you doing, Gerre?
I'm fine, thank you. Hello, everybody over there.
Yeah, so what's going on for you right now? I know you've got some this album you're going to be promoting, but what's happening in the life of Tankard right now?
Yeah, at the moment we do a lot of promotion stuff for the new album coming out in Europe end of July. I don't know exactly when it comes out in the USA. I think also around this date. And we do a lot of promotion stuff, and we did a video clip for the title track, A Girl Called Cerveza. You can see that on YouTube on July 9th.
Okay.
It will be released. And yeah, doing a lot of stuff and looking forward for the release. So we were very excited what will happen.
Good. So
maybe we can go into the official German charts. We will see.
That would be awesome, and I think you guys really deserve it. So you talked about your video that you shot for A Girl Called Cerveza. So how does this? What was the kind of a video shooting experience like? I guess is what I want to ask.
So it was another very, very funny video shooting. So we had a girl, we had a girl in that video, but it's not the same girl as on the album cover.
I would sure hope not. I would hope that girl doesn't exist.
Yeah, it was. She's a little bit more beautiful than the girl on the album cover. And then we had some, how do you call it, transsexual persons.
Oh, very nice.
And yeah, it's a typical Tankard one. It's a lot of ironical stuff and very funny. So yeah, hope you're gonna like it.
Now, I saw a video on I saw it via YouTube. I saw you guys had a listening party sometime back in April or May thereabouts. And something that a lot of people were talking about was that, you have the same lyrical content. Basically, it's something that's like really fun and boisterous and just something that really makes Tankard stand out from the rest of these thrash bands. But something that a lot of people noted is that your sounds in certain songs like Metal Lady Boy kind of have more traditional heavy metal sounds and not as thrashy. Was this intentional?
No, we never had any intention when we start to write songs. So we just start to write songs. We never sit together how the next album has to sound or something like that. We just the songs just coming straight from heart, and we just start writing songs. Yeah, we have some kind of metal parts and some melodic parts in the music, but I think it's still thrash metal, and yeah, it's still Tankard. So if there is a CD, Tankard stands on it. It's Tankard inside, of course, I would say. And yeah, the song you mentioned, the Metal Lady Boy, is very funny because the metal queen Doro Pesh is joining us in that song, and yeah, I think it's still my favorite song on this album.
I remember you saying, too, you have studio trailers up on the Tankard website, and you were talking about your experience with Doro Pesh and how much, like, as a female vocalist, you look up to her. So that's really cool that you have her guest being featured on your new song.
Yeah, that was very funny, as I'm a big Doro fan since a couple of years. I joined a concert in last December, and I was there with some friends. We had some beers, and yeah, then Doro saw me something in the second or third row, and she said, "Oh, Gerre from Tankard is here. Come up on stage and sing along with me." So I had to just sing along a little bit the song "All We Are," but I was also already a little bit drunk, so I went from the stage after 20 seconds or something like that. And later on in the backstage room, the idea came into my head, and I asked Doro, "Hey, we're gonna write a love song on the next album. Do you want to join this song?" And yeah, so we changed addresses, and I sent her the demo version of the song, and she really liked it. And yeah, and then she said, "Yes, we're gonna do it." And she got the
love songs. Now, does that seem unusual for your genre, or did you? I mean, are you surprised that you guys are now making love songs? Tankard's making love songs.
It's not really a love song. I mean, it's the Metal Lady Boy. It's about our experiences we had in Thailand when we played there the very first time last year, and because there are a lot of lady boys, and you don't really know if it's a woman or a man, and so the idea was born to write a very funny song about it. So it's not 100% true love song.
So it's more of a satirical sort of, look at these lady boys, and we can't tell. It just your albums, honestly, it never ceases to just crack me up, these albums. And I love how you guys you've maintained your image for 30 years. Now, one thing I want to ask you is, I mean, once bands get to 15 years, I mean, you're lucky if bands get to the 15-year point. What is the driving force for you behind 30 years of work with Tankard and 15 albums?
So I think the main important thing in Tankard is really to have fun, to play that kind of music, and we are one of the last bands who combine this very hard music, thrash metal, with a lot of humor and fun, and it's still the same spirit like the beginning in the band, and we still have fun, and I think now we can start the next 30 years of Tankard.
Wow, 30 more years. You're really up for that?
30 more years. We will see. We will see what would happen. But but at the moment I could not imagine a life without Tankard, a life without going on stage, traveling around, and meeting cool metal people all over the world. So I think we keep on going for another very, very long time.
And I like that you have an Iron Maiden cover. Is it Prisoner off the Number of the Beast album? Now, what made you choose that one? Because that to me kind of helps in the way when people talk about how you've kind of taken on some more traditional heavy metal sounds, like you doing an Iron Maiden cover for this album kind of keeps consistent with that. So what made you choose this song?
So I don't know if it's in Europe. It's not on the album, this song. I don't know what's up in the USA. I have to talk to the record company. I don't know. The idea was that we have here in Germany a big metal magazine called Metal Hammer, and they planned to bring out a story about 30 years of Number of the Beast and all that stuff, and they were looking for bands covering songs of that album. Mm-hmm. That was the first idea behind that.
Okay.
So, but I don't really know what's gonna now happen with, if there will be this sampler or what's gonna happen with that song. I don't really know. But we recorded this one. It was one of the songs were left to cover, Mm-hmm. And me personally, I'm more a fan of Coldiano and the first two Maiden albums.
Okay, so
but it was fun to cover that song.
So
to play Iron Maiden in a little bit kind of thrashy style, that's fun.
So it's just that you're not sure if the cover is going to make it on your album?
In Europe, it's definitely not on the album.
Oh, wow. Bummer for Europe.
But I don't know what's going to happen with the song, so we have one song left for anything special, kind of special bonus tracks or something like that. We will see.
Okay, now my next question is about your album cover, because it was definitely, like, we talked about this a little bit earlier, and I just find it so interesting, all the ways you tried to fit, beer or alcohol into your title. So where did A Girl Called Cerveza, where did the title, where did that all come from? How do you keep coming up with these genius ideas?
It's a very funny story. When we were the very first time in South America in 2007 in Brazil, our bass player Frank just to talk this nonsense, Yeah, that girl looked like Cerveza, he said, and our manager, before he kept this in his mind, and then when we were sitting together talking about the
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we are the Kings of Beer album. There is a good friend of us. He's very, very fat, sitting on the throne, and he was also painted on the B-Day album and on the first album, and on the Open All Night Reloaded DVD. So if you really look into her eyes, you mention that this is the sister of the King of Beer.
Well, I see the resemblance now. I can picture that in my head. I see the resemblance.
Okay.
And you know what's funny as well is that this album artwork was done by a guy named Patrick Stroguski, and I guess he was a student of your original cover artist.
Yeah, he's a student of Sebastian Krüger, right.
So
Sebastian Krüger now lives in USA, and it's not easy to reach him, and I think it's not, you can't pay him anymore for an album cover, but this album cover did a student, and I think it looks very funny and really fits the Tankard.
all right, so my final question for you is, what are Tankard's immediate plans for the future? What are you guys do you have, obviously the summer is coming around, so there's metal festivals and things like that. What are your plans for Tankard?
Our plans for Tankard are, at the moment, of course, doing a lot of promotion, doing a lot of interviews, looking forward for the release end of July, and hope to enter the German official charts. After that, we're gonna play a lot of festivals and a lot of single shows all over Europe, and there are also some shows planned for next year, and there will be no something like a big party for our 30th birthday. I just would say we want to do, every single show should be a big birthday party together with the fans. Fans, they are the most important thing. They support us since 30 years, and without the fans, Tankard would be nothing. So we're gonna celebrate together every single show with the fans, and then I think that that we'll be working together again with Nuclear Blast for the next couple of years, and getting step by step forward.
Good.
And of course, one day coming back to the US and playing some shows. That would be amazing.
Now you said one day, so is coming to the US for you right now pretty indefinite? And do you know why or how so?
No, at the moment nothing is planned and confirmed, but we are looking for promoters, and we have to come definitely. When I'm talking to you, you have such a friendly voice. We have to come over.
Yes, I would love to see you guys. I know Germany has, I've been to Germany and I know they love their beer, but trust me, America would just be more than happy to come and raise a toast to you at a live performance.
Okay. We're gonna work on it.
Good, work on it. Definitely. Come out to California and I would love to see you, and I'm sure all of our US fans would. Gerre, thank you so much for joining me here on MetalTemple.com, and be sure for our listeners to purchase the 15th studio album of Tankard, A Girl Called Cerveza. It's out in late July. Be on the lookout for it. We will be promoting it like crazy. Thank you again, Gerre.
Thank you for staying awake so long. Sleep, have a nice sleep, and we all gonna see us in hell, okay?
Thank you, Gerre.